Hey guys, what's going on? MassiveJoes Weekly? Oh, nothing again.
What do you mean nothing again? Mate, that was the ultimate NBA, check out my jersey, represent. I did take it out of frame though, I had to be like this. That way. Represent.
Should be wearing the NBA dream, whatever.
Hiccups. I drank my protein shake too quick so we could get in here and shoot this episode of Weekly Word.
Is that a hiccup?
It's a hiccup. I take like a deep breath and I hiccup. Maybe the MRI yesterday. It's fucking me up. Give me headaches now. I can't breathe properly. Another delicious intro to MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 168, Neve.
We got there.
We did. We got there in the end. Man, jam-packed episode of Weekly Word for you guys in this episode. I got papers all over the fucking place at the moment. I'm feeling very flustered. I can't breathe. I smashed a shake before I came in here. I got papers all over the place.
Anyway, here from last week.
We have a lot of stuff to get through. Topics of discussion.
Back in stock, new products coming soon. WhatSupp, IFBB Pro League State Championships, AFL Grand Final Special. Ask Neve.
Jam-packed episode of MassiveJoes Weekly Word. We got to get straight into it because we're under time pressure in this episode. Time pressure.
We are.
First topic of discussion, Neve.
Back in stock.
Speaking of back in stock, I'm going to go see Robbie this afternoon. Because this hair needs to, it is out of control. It's like a forest that's just been over fertilized and it's just.
It does need some taming. Definitely.
It needs to get back in stock.
Just on the sides.
That's what needs to happen. Anyway, I'm seeing Rob. I probably should have shaved as well. Very scruffy. Very scruffy. It's the MRI. I'm telling you. It fucked me up. The whole thing. Anyway. First topic of discussion.
Back in stock.
Hit him, baby.
All right, so Ambrosia Nectar, both flavors.
Yep.
Ambrosia Golden.
Yep.
Force Element Cleared Hot.
Uh-huh.
Force Element Warning Order and Force Element Fire Support.
Cleared Hot, the fat burner. Warning Order, the pre-workout. Fire Support, the full spectrum amino acid supplement.
I wouldn't call it Fire Support though.
I always get confused.
I always go Fire Support
as the fat burner. Yeah, I did the same. I actually had to go and check just to make sure that I didn't get them the wrong way around. They should have called it Cleared Support and Fire Hot.
That would have worked. Cold water?
No, I'm just trying to
Chili
use the same words but move them around a little
I'm
bit,
just trying to think of other descriptions.
Anyway, moving on.
Max is everything.
All Max is everything, back in stock, all products, all sizes, all flavors, all variations.
Action Surge Ignition Switch, the grind.
Wait. Action Sledge, back in stock. We had a massive shipment drop just yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
And on that shipment were
Ignition Switch, the grind, hydraulic, demo day, GDA, elbow grease, double time, and manpower, which isn't on here.
What is not on the
So
shipment?
Fired isn't in stock.
They were
so
completely
didn't
sold
have
out.
any. We're out of stock of demo day melon flavor.
Big melons.
Out of stock of the grind, unicorn's blood.
Yep.
And shark bite.
Mm-hmm.
And another flavor.
Hydraulic shark bite.
Ignition. No,
That's it. Ooh.
Ignition Switch grape.
Listen, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say like 90% of Action Sledge is back in stock. Across all products, all sizes, all flavors.
5 products, flavors we don't have.
It's amazing. So get your Action Sledge because the next shipment is due
End of the month.
End of October. So this is going to sell out. This is not going to last us the 4 weeks. So if you want your Action Sledge, you should probably pause the video right now, go and buy that shit. And then the video is still going to be here, guys. It doesn't go anywhere. Come back and watch the video after that.
Core?
Massive shipment of core also landed. The warehouse was busy yesterday, man.
Oh, yeah.
They had a shit ton of Action Sledge come in, a shit ton of core come in. On the core shipment, we had
ABCD?
Yep.
Core Burn Ultra?
ABCD, all flavors back in stock.
Burn Ultra?
I don't think all flavors back in stock.
Only raspberry lemonade.
Raspberry lemonade, Burn
One
Ultra
flavor
back.
came
Yep.
back in. Core Flex?
Back in stock.
And also Core Flex capsules, which we'll get to.
We'll get to.
Core Fury X?
All flavors back in stock.
Core Hard Extreme Powder?
Back in stock.
Core Load?
Back in stock.
Core Multi?
Back in stock.
Core Omega?
Back in stock.
Core Peak X?
Back in stock in all 3 flavors.
Core Pump?
Back in stock in, I believe, I think it's pineapple strawberry. Only one of the flavors came back.
Just pineapple strawberry.
Yep.
Core Shred?
Back in stock.
Core Test?
back in stock in both flavors. We are stocked up with core, baby. But same thing with core, man. The next shipment doesn't come in until the start of November. And this shit gonna sell out. So same thing, pause the video, go stock up on core, come back, watch the rest of the video. We'll still be here.
Yep.
Next topic of discussion here.
New products.
Hit 'em, baby.
All right, so the first form range now live.
First form launched, guys, this week, Wednesday, September 25. The entire range, well, at the time of shooting this video is in stock, but stuff is gonna start selling out. So everything first form is available.
Force Element Night Ops.
Night Ops, a new sleep formula from Force Element, available in the 2 flavors, apple, cinnamon, and cherry.
I don't want to be picking on their names, but isn't Night Ops like where you walk around with the goggles on and you can see in the dark?
I know, it's kind of like, it's almost, it shouldn't be, it should be called reverse Night Ops.
Yeah, because you don't want to see in the dark.
Or
you wanna be asleep.
opposite Night Ops. Or malfunctioning Night Ops.
I would have called it Black Hawk Down.
Oh, my man. I feel like we should take that clip and just send it to Nathan and Declan and say, guys, next time you need a little bit of input with the product names, this is the guy you need to talk to right here. He's known as Neve.
You just dropped that.
Yeah, I dropped it. It's gone.
Force Element Fight Through.
Yep, their non-stimulant pump formula, now available in bubblegum and apple raspberry flavors.
Force Element new flavors.
Yes.
So cleared hot bubblegum, cleared hot tropical, fire support strawberry, fire support tropical, warning order green apple, warning order strawberry.
We are stocked to the rim with Force Element, guys. Make sure you get behind this awesome Australian supplement company and their epic products.
Magic.
Speaking of Australian companies and epic products.
So you've got the Magic range in 2 of their products.
Yep.
So Magic Pre.
Yep.
And Magic Protein.
I thought you had a tub in here. No, didn't bring it in.
So Magic Pre, we've got sour apple. I've got a picture on my phone, but sour apple.
Yep.
And tropical pool party.
Uh-huh.
Because you want that. It tastes like tropical, but a little bit.
But it's a pool party.
Yeah. And chocolate and vanilla in the proteins.
Yeah, buddy. And finally,
Core Flex capsules.
Finally got our hands on the Core Flex capsules for those of you who want Core Flex but can't stand the flavor of the orange pineapple because it's bad. But you still want the benefits of the Core Flex. We now have it in capsule form. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Coming soon.
Hit 'em, baby.
The Team J Apparel Collegiate Drop Tee.
No, we've delayed that.
Delayed?
We delayed it. These are the sorts of things that we do kind of behind the scenes that we don't really talk about, but we had to talk about this one because we've been promoting it for the last 3 fucking weeks. So we've had to delay the Collegiate Drop Tee launch due to some quality control issues. The grey color, as a matter of fact, they use a non-pre-shrunk material. So we noticed that when we went to wash them, they shrunk, which is not acceptable. So we sent them back and we said, we need these replaced with what we actually fucking ordered. And now we have to delay the launch. So it's going to be delayed probably a couple of weeks, but we'll keep you guys in the loop.
So that means Team J Apparel Bella Bra will be launched next week on the 4th of October.
Next week, we are launching the highly anticipated, much awaited for the ladies, the Team J Apparel Bella Bra in the 3 colors, the black, the white. We've never done a white bra before. It's the first time. And the olive. They are going to be absolutely epic. Very popular bras. I can just feel it, man. Not that I wear bras, but they look really good on the Pussycats.
Yeah.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
What's up?
Hit 'em, baby.
My What's Up of the week
Yeah.
is the first form BCAA.
No! That was going to be my What's Up of the week.
Oh, only because I had the lemon flavour and it was delicious.
Yeah. That's all right, I can pick another one.
I know. I was either going to pick
Yeah.
Project One, which is their pre-workout.
Okay, good.
In the lemon flavour I had as well.
Good.
And then the BCAA and lemon. But I trained on both of them at the HIIT Centre last Saturday when we had the Come and Train.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was awesome.
That's
pumps,
good shit, man.
Good energy, good taste, good flavours.
Yeah, well, it's a good segue because my What's Up is going to be Project One, their pre-workout. Big fan. You guys know that I like, man, just solid pre-workout formulas. And they don't get much more solid than Project One. There's no fucking tricks about it. There's no bloody fancy this, fancy that. It is just a fucking solid, tick all the boxes pre-workout formula. And I've been training on it all this week and I've been having some pretty damn good workouts, I must say. It's been epic. So you're going with the first form BCAA.
Yep.
I'm going with the first form Project One. If you guys can't tell, you should probably have a look at the first form range. The fact that it
Delicious.
just launched, they've both come into our WhatsApp for the week, man. And mine last week was level 1.
There you go.
So, yeah, loving them. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
IFBB Pro League SA State Championships.
All right, man, tell them.
So it's 2 Mondays' time, not
Yep.
next Monday after, October 7th. It's
Yes.
a Monday, it's a public holiday here in Adelaide. And we have the, as we said, the state championships at the Brighton Performing Arts Centre.
In a concert hall,
concert hall.
the big concert hall, guys. It is going to be the biggest show we've seen thus far because the shows get bigger every time we run them. This is now, we've been promoting the IFBB Pro League in South Australia for less than 12 months now. We did the first show this time last year. Then we did the Arnold qualifier in March, and that was amazing. And now we're coming back up to the second SA State Championships. I mean, the fact that where do you even start? The quality of the athletes is going to be second to none. The venue is the best venue I've ever seen a bodybuilding show run at in South Australia by a country mile.
Yeah.
This concert hall is delicious. The sponsors we have on board, we have 18 sponsors coming on board for this show. It's ridiculous, with names of like BMW have come on board. You know, just to name drop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? BMW coming on board. We have man, I don't even know what else to say. It's going to be an amazing show.
Where can they get tickets?
Tickets are $35 each. You can either buy them right now, and I would suggest that because last time we sold out. At the Arnold qualifier in March, we had to like turn people away at the door because we literally, the event organizer, because we had people standing like around the edges and it was like a fire safety risk, and he was like, you can't let anyone else in. So I would recommend purchasing them ahead of time. To do that, link is in the description box. It's going to take you to the Facebook event, and from there you can click buy tickets, and it'll take you to the where you actually buy the tickets. They're $35 each, so the tickets are actually the best value for money in the entire country. Of all, like most state shows, they're charging like 60, 70 bucks. We're charging 35 bucks. So the tickets are the best value for money. You can get them on the door. I recommend buying them right now. And I recommend, I mean, it's a public holiday here in the ADL. What else are you gonna fucking do? You can probably do a lot of other things, but come to the show in the morning. It starts at 10 a.m. It's going to go to probably 2 or 3, and then fuck off and go do whatever you want. But make sure you come to the show in the morning. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
Links in the description box. Get your tickets now. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
AFL Grand Final Special. So
All right.
This Saturday only.
Last Saturday in September. Can you believe that?
It is.
Who's in the grand final?
GWS.
Is that
Greater
Western Sydney? Yeah.
And Richmond.
That's close to the Swans. I'm a Sydney Swans supporter, so it's close enough.
Same car, same state.
Yeah, I'm practically a GWS supporter.
So we have the Grand Final Special. So you may remember the plugger shorts we did for Australia Day. So we had a few left, and we don't have many, so it was a limited special.
Yeah.
But in-store and online for Saturday only, spend $250. Select your size of free plugger shorts.
Free plugger shorts.
And yeah, it is strictly while stock lasts.
Yeah, so if we sell out, like this is done, guys. This is the last time we do. Everyone asks us Australia Day, you're going to do the plugger shorts, you're going to bring them back. We're like, maybe we'll bring them back. This is what we're bringing them back for, the AFL Grand Final, of course. Once they're gone, that's it. The only way you'll be able to get them is if one of you motherfuckers puts them on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or some shit at a premium price, then you might be able to get a pair. If not, this is your last chance. So, you know, fucking do your supplement shopping this on Saturday. It's not the weekend, it's just Saturday. In-store, online, stock up and get yourself the free plugger shorts.
It's the perfect time with Core
Core's back, Axe and Sledge is back, the seasons are changing. It's a great time, man. That's the AFL Grand Final. What else could you want?
Yeah.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Ask Neve.
5 questions for Ask Neve. I think Dilip's, he's been very ruthless with selecting questions recently. He'll send them in our chat and he's like, I'm not letting you guys answer this one.
Making good questions.
Yeah, so he kind of keeps it, his quality control is good. So we've got 5 of the best right here. Gums13. Hey guys, Stu from Ebbelvale in the UK. I hope you guys are good. My question this week is, what do you think is going to be the next big social media platform? Oof.
I don't think we've seen it yet, to be honest.
I don't think there's going to be one. I was having this discussion with some friends of mine on Sunday night, actually. Let me delve deeper into my answer, why I don't think there's going to be one. I feel like the moment in time upon which Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter really blew up was a moment in time, because it was the first time that we'd seen social media. It was the first time we had the actual resources to be able to use social media properly, meaning that the internet was fast enough to do it. You could upload pictures quickly, upload videos quickly, so on and so forth. That moment in time we will never see again. Primarily because social media now is not new. Right? It's been around. Did Facebook start 10 years ago? Yeah. So it's been around for a decade now, and I think the novelty has started to wear off. I mean, you just have to look at how popular the overall discussion around mental health, meditation, mindfulness, all of that shit, because people have realized that you can't live on the internet.
Yeah.
And I think that that is now coming through and really taking a lot. The thing is, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? When something's new, when social media was new, a lot of us were spending a big chunk of those 24 hours living on the internet, living in social media. Now, people have started to pull back because they're like, this is actually a waste of my fucking life. And I actually want to live my life in the present with in the physical space. So the actual, if you were to do a sum and you said, okay, at this moment in time, with all the people in the world that had access to social media, this is the maximum capacity of time across the entire population of people that have access, that was potential to be dedicated to social media, compared to what it is now, it's not even close. I think it'd be less than half.
I definitely think 2 years ago was like the peak of Instagram.
So I don't think there is going to be a next big social media platform. I think people are sick of it.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
No, I agree. I'm over it.
Yeah. I don't think the moment in time is there anymore to support another big social media platform. I think the next big thing, because everyone's focused on the next social media, what is going to be the next thing after social media? I think virtual reality.
Yeah, definitely virtual reality with the fucking...
Yeah.
Almost like you're sitting out the game rather than just...
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's going to take, but...
Yeah.
It'd be almost as if you're sitting out the game rather than sitting in your lounge room kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like, well, this is down the track. But for example, you want to go to the AFL Grand Final this weekend. Yeah. You don't physically want to go, but you want to put your VR sunglasses or headset on or whatever the fuck and sit in your couch and experience being at the Grand Final. That's what it will allow you to do.
That's what main event will go.
And you'd pay probably like a pay-per-view or some shit like that. And then instead of having 100,000 people at the Grand Final, you have 1 million. Yeah. But they're not physically at the Grand Final, but they're VR at the Grand Final. You know what I'm saying?
Make for an interesting barbecue with everyone walking around with fucking...
It'd be a VR barbecue.
Yeah.
It'd be epic. But I think that's going to be the next big thing. I don't think there will be another big social media platform. I think that slowly they're going to start to diminish. We've already seen it on Instagram, Snapchat. What's another one that's really been crushed? Facebook probably got crushed, but now it's kind of leveled out, I would say.
Twitter never took off here in Australia.
YouTube really got smashed by Netflix. Yeah. YouTube's probably the same thing as Facebook. It kind of was big and then it kind of got dumped on its ass and now it's kind of leveled off. I think Instagram's in the process of getting dumped on its ass. Snapchat as well.
And yeah, shit like TikTok won't take off.
Oh, TikTok does my fucking head in. Seriously. So yeah, I think that's what's up. Devin Foley. Devin from San Jose in Cali in the US of A. Currently in the US, there is a lot of media coverage and calls for the banning of e-cigarette/vape pens. Are these devices common in Australia? If so, is your government also making a push to ban the sale of them?
There's been the last couple of weeks, there's actually been a lot of media about it because people have been dying from it as the cause of it. They're claiming that's the cause of it because they're vaping. So there's been a lot of media attention about it lately. I mean, I guess I don't personally. You don't see fucking heaps of people vaping. I don't think.
Okay, so this you may not actually know. I thought that you may have known this, but on the path you're going, I don't think you actually know this. But the state laws vary. So here in South Australia, it's actually legal to vape. You can't vape nicotine. That's illegal. In Western Australia, for example, it's illegal to vape anything. So I think Queensland is probably the most open. I think you can vape nicotine in Queensland as well. I think Victoria is the same as SA. I'm not 100% sure, but there is no governing federal legislation. It's all state-based. So it's a fucking mess in Australia at the moment, because some states you can, some states you can't, some states you can, but you can't vape certain things with certain ingredients, so on and so forth. So it's definitely kind of all over the place. Now back to what you were saying.
I don't remember what I was saying.
You were saying there's a big push to ban it.
Yeah, there is a big push to ban it, just because of obviously, yeah, the amount of smoking, and even like cheaply made ones where people are getting like metal and shit inside their lungs when they're vaping.
Well, there's no regulation around it.
So yeah, I mean, I honestly don't personally see a lot of people walking around vaping. A couple of my mates have one, but apart from that, obviously you see a lot more people smoking just regular cigarettes than they do vapes.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love the nicotine thing again as well, but
I don't know, man. Like, I have mixed thoughts about the whole vaping thing. You know, like, one side of me is like, just fucking quit smoking. But then the other side of me understands that it's a physical and mental addiction, and it's not as simple as that. But then the other side of my brain goes, okay, but this is just like a Band-Aid fix.
yeah.
You know, and not only a Band-Aid fix for those people who are trying to stop smoking, but it's kind of like, you know, I guess a more publicly accepted way for people who want to start smoking to get into smoking. It's almost like a gateway to smoking. I don't get it. No. I don't fucking get it. No. Remember when there's a bunch of sup companies that came out with like vaping fucking vitamins and shit? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, man? Yeah. Like, come on. Really? Zach! Hey guys, Zach from Vegas, Queensland in Australia. I got a question on breaking a bad habit. I work at a fast restaurant right now while I study. I'm going to say fast food restaurant. And I'm addicted in a habit of eating something every shift. Any tips on stopping this shit habit? Stay massive and cheers.
Well, the thing is, you've already acknowledged it's a shit habit, so I mean that's probably the first thing. But it just takes a lot of willpower, and there's got to be a reason why you're doing that. I mean, if you're eating, you're obviously fucking hungry, so you take some other food that will fill you up or that you can eat on your break. Because I mean, I'm the same, and most people are the same. Is if you go somewhere, like if you come here to work and you bring a packed lunch or whatever that you already prepared lunch, you're going to eat that food. You're not going to walk across the shops and buy something unhealthy or not quite as healthy as what you could. So it's all about being prepared. If you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail, as the saying goes.
I've got this quite unique theory about breaking bad habits. I think that you can't just stop bad habits. I feel like they have to be replaced with another habit. And therefore, in order to go from a bad habit to a good habit, you actually need to start exercising a good habit in place of the bad habit. So your example, you know, if the bad habit is eating fast food, fried food, whatever it is, and you're like, okay, the reason for that is because you're hungry, well, let's flip that habit from just eating something at the fast food restaurant to building a habit around meal prepping and bringing your better food or more healthy food or food that's going to support your goals to work. So you replace the bad habit of just eating the shit that's there because it's there because you're hungry with the good habit of actually preparing the food ahead of time. I don't think that you can just, it's like you pick any bad habit, you can't just drop it out and not replace it with something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it has to be replaced with a good habit. You need to have something else to focus on that supports whatever goal you're trying to achieve. Or else you know what it comes back to is just basic goal setting.
Well, you've got to actually want the end result.
Correct. Which starts with setting the goal and going, okay, how do I actually achieve this goal? What habits and routines do I need to put in place? It's the black and white thing that I talk about. It's black or it's white. Your habits and routines either do or don't support your goals. But you need the goal first. If you don't have the goal, you're not going to be able to identify what's a good and a bad habit. Once you've set the goal, you work backwards, you fuck off the bad habits, replace them with good habits that do support the goals you're trying to achieve, and you're good to go.
Because there's obviously a reason why you don't want to eat fast food.
Yeah.
And that could be because you want to lose body weight or body fat. I'm guessing if you're eating at a fast food restaurant each day, then obviously that's probably what the reason you're wanting to stop is.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't want to stop if you're sitting there with a six-pack and 20-inch arms. Yeah. Obviously it's working for you. So obviously you have to realize why you want to do it. Like you said before, is find your why. Your why is because you want to lose body fat or get in shape for summer or look good on the beach or whatever that may be. And then from there, then you'll need to change, all right, well, how do I get there? I need to stop eating this. And I'm going to do that by prepping my meals and bring healthy meals or selecting alternatives on the menu. I mean, even like you go to Subway now, you can get Subway salads, and you can go to Nando's and get Nando salads. I mean, you don't need to pick the burger and chips on the menu. You can pick a healthier option. So.
Exactly. Alan Kim. Hey, fellas. Alan from the 6th, Toronto in Canada. And to answer from last week, the TO is a nickname for Toronto. So we were right when we said the 6th. Majority of my life, I was very overweight until my mid-early 30s. So like 32, 33, I'm guessing. When I went on a very unhealthy diet and became skinny fat. Now in my late 30s, I'm stuck in a loop as every time I try to build muscle, I get into a mind fuck and start feeling fat again. Then rush back into a cut. I'm not a competitor, so exercise is strictly for health. I want a more aesthetic, lean, muscular look, but this mental hurdle keeps my body in this current composition. Any thoughts or ideas how to push through the growth?
I'm guessing from what it sounds like is you do have the old bulk and cut mindset.
I'm not. Okay.
What I'm saying is when you're cutting and you're losing weight and getting to an ideal goal body fat, that's what he said there.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have said, all right, I'm going to build muscle. I'm going to go and put in an extra cup of rice in there. I'm going to go put an extra cup of rice post-workout and pre-workout, increase carbs that way or increase their calories. But they're not doing it in a measured way that they need to. Like it could be, for example, is the first moment is if you're looking and you're eating 150 grams of chicken breast per meal over 3 meals, is just simply bumped up to 170 grams of cooked chicken breast. I think that way is you put on more manageable calories into your diet rather than all of a sudden adding in all these extra carbs and adding in all these extra fats and stuff like that. Is just increasing stuff such as your protein portion slightly to get an increase in carbs that way. Because I'm the same. If I just chuck carbs back into my diet when I go from a cut to a bulking stage, if I just chuck carbs back in, I just get fat. And I think that's one thing I'd recommend is just look at actually how you're swapping from your growth phase or from a cut phase to a growth phase. You don't just magically sort of put on body fat. Obviously you will if you're in too much of a surplus or eating the wrong foods at the wrong time.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
What have you got to add?
My thing to add is set a SMART goal, Alan, and do what you need to do to achieve the SMART goal in the time that you've set yourself to achieve it. Let me give you an example. My personal. You know where this is going. So I have been in a caloric surplus for the better part of 2 years. Since, I got my pro card, then I reverse dieted and did all that shit, and then I've been in a surplus. The most difficult thing for me was putting on body fat. Not because I personally don't really care because I've been doing this for a long time and I know it's part of the process, but the fact that my face is all over social media and in videos and so on and so forth, and you can see when I'm putting on body fat in my face. And the comments and shit were starting to do my fucking head in. That was the hardest part for me is it's oh, Joe's bulking. Oh, Joe's on that bulk. Oh, Joe's been making gains, shit like that. I'm just fuck, man. I've never had that before because last time I went into caloric surplus for a extended period of time was fucking 6 years ago. Yeah. So there was social media, we weren't really, it was just different. So my face was not as public. That was the most difficult thing for me. But I was able to go through it because I'm look, I know what the goal is. I know this is what I have to do. As much as I want to go on a cut and get shredded so that people shut the fuck up, and my face, and you can see my jaw and shit again, and I can be shredded for the gram and whatever the fuck. I didn't because I knew the goal I was trying to achieve. And I just went through it, despite the sometimes overwhelming desire to flip the script and go back and lose some body fat. So I think just setting the goal and then setting the expectations and setting the time period as well. The time period is very important around that goal. I think is going to help you a lot, Alan, when it comes to pushing through that mind fuck, as you put it, thinking that you're getting fat. Last question, of course, is going to Pierre, the Buff Bobcat. Hey fellas, how are you doing? Pierre here from Chester in the UK. Back from sunny Las Vegas and gutted I didn't ask you both last week where to hang out for gyms and sup stores. Yeah, you should have, Pierre. Shit. All I can say is I visited a GNC store and nearly died of boredom. Yeah, that's pretty standard. The only thing exciting there were tubs of Ghost Legend. Yeah, Ghosts are exclusively in GNC in the US. That's the only place you can get them physical retail apart from their website. Anyway, my question today is, will they survive? Will supplement stores survive much longer considering how good websites are nowadays and how tech savvy people are getting? Along with that, will MassiveJoes keep opening stores or do you have other plans in the pipeline? Thanks for your time, lads. Stay massive.
I definitely think stores will continue to be a major part in the industry moving forwards.
Yeah.
Simply for the fact that a lot of people are uneducated or unaware of what to buy.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, yourself, Pierre, as a supplement user, you know what's a good product, you know what's a good brand.
Yeah.
But if, for example, my mum went online or someone who had never stepped foot in the gym before, oh, what's this protein powder I hear of? If you go to the MassiveJoes website, or let's just say that as an up, obviously, with the MassiveJoes website, it's very overwhelming with the amount of products that are on there.
Yeah.
To know what to get. All right, I've clicked on pre-workout, I want a pre-workout. Shit, there's 30 pre-workouts here. Like, how do I pick what I want? I don't know what they do, or all this kind of stuff. Whereas if you can actually go in, and a lot of people like to speak to someone and ask for flavor recommendations and ask for supplement recommendations, and these are my goals, what do I need? And then, yeah, obviously, I guess that's something that Joe's prided on himself since 2005-ish, is giving just that advice that is needed and not just being a bullshit salesperson and trying to make $300 a sale, but actually giving customers what they need, which is why we do get return customers, because of the how our customers are treating and the advices. And a lot of people are like, oh, I came in looking for something, they told me not to get it, and they swapped me to something that I'd want, or
a brand I've never heard of, which is their house brand.
Yeah, they didn't push all these products on me and that kind of stuff. So I definitely think that, the correct sup stores and the way they sell. I mean, I've been into a few GNCs over the years, obviously in the US with Joe, and it's just very, as you said, boring in terms of how they sell customers. And it's very, they're not passionate about what they do to some extent.
Yeah. So listen, a couple of questions here. Will they survive? I think if you look at GNC in the US, they have 5,000 locations, I believe. It's something ridiculous. It's, maybe not 5, maybe I've overshot, but thousands of locations. There's just so many of them, and they have such good market exposure in the fact that, like, if you live in the US and you think vitamins, you think GNC. So they're gonna continuously have good customer acquisition, meaning people that have never shopped with them before, that go to GNC because for whatever reason they want vitamins, they want supplements, they've never shopped there before. GNC is the first brand that comes to mind, and so they go to a GNC. So far as customer retention goes, that's really where they're gonna suffer. So back to your question, will they survive? Yeah, I think they probably will, Pierre, because they're so fucking big. GNC in the US, I'm saying. In Australia, let's say, for example, and this is probably going to be similar to the UK, Pierre, I'm not 100% sure, you would know better than I, but in Australia, we don't have GNC. GNC actually went bankrupt over here, funnily enough, so they pulled out of the Australian market. We have a couple of our major competitors that are trying to replicate the GNC model in the US. Open, obviously not thousands of stores because we don't have the population to do it, but let's say hundreds of stores. Very similar type layouts to GNC's, very similar type. They need to sell 55% of their sales need to come from their house brand that no one's ever heard of. So they're very pushy with customers, trying to push them onto house brand, trying to increase basket value, so on and so forth. Will they survive? I don't think they will, because they don't have the critical mass of GNC. They'll keep growing to a point, and then I think the whole thing's gonna fucking implode. But they'll probably sell it before, I would imagine. So that's the first part of the question. The second part of the question, with regards to, I guess you kind of answered it, websites and how tech-savvy people are getting, there's always gonna be a space for good supplement retailers because of the advice piece. We sell products, we give advice for free. The customer generally is looking for both. You can't get the advice, and we do so much fucking content to try and bridge that gap. You can't get the same advice online as you can talking to someone face to face in a store. So provided you have good customer service and you run a good supplement store, there's going to be space for you in the market.
I honestly think that, obviously online is like MassiveJoes and the industry in general has only just really scraped the surface in terms of the information it can be giving. Which is obviously going to be something that keeps working, but until that.
But we do so much, man. We do all the fucking videos, all the Instagram, the MassiveJoes Facebook group. Like we're trying to bridge that gap to say, look, if it's too inconvenient, well, I mean, firstly, we don't have stores all over the country. So a lot of people, if you live in Queensland or Northern Territory, fucking Tasmania, New South Wales, so on and so forth, you can't go to a MassiveJoes retail store because we don't have one there yet. So we're trying to bridge that gap for those customers in particular through all of the online initiatives we do. But it's still not the same as going into store and talking face to face to someone.
And you have to get in front of them, which is obviously like the CrossFitters and the footballer issue we have and all those kind of things.
Yeah. What do you mean get in front of them? I'm confused.
Getting in front of them face to face to give them information of why protein will actually benefit them.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people like CrossFitters or footballers who aren't really playing to an extremely high level, but don't see the benefit. And unless they actually come into a store to speak to one of our guys, we have to try and get that information. Unless they're actually looking for supplements, they're not going to stumble across the MassiveJoes website and start watching videos unless they're actually out there looking for supplements in the first place.
Correct. I agree. And then the last party question, Pierre, do we plan to keep opening stores or other plans of the pipeline? Over the next 5 years, yes. So we plan to open another 10 stores over the next 5 years. So on average, 2 a year, every year for the next 5 years. When we get to 2024, who knows? We'll see. Big Neve, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Before I tell the viewers to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on, both on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. That is a wrap. MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 168. Until next week, where we're coming to and from Neve.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.
Thank you for tuning into this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.